Hello, my wonderful friends. Megas here on a beautiful day. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi. Today's message is all about being happy. Here it's New Year 2025. Happy New Year, everyone. Oh, so beautiful. I just got done watching the Rose Parade, which I've done since I was a kid. It brings so much hope. And speaking of so much hope, Zarathustra's Gathas, we're going to be in his Song 8 today. And how blessed are we to have the original prophet of the original religion's writings? It's amazing to me. I feel so blessed. And his heart, you see, throughout all of his writings, was to make you happy. He wanted to make the soul of the earth happy. He wanted to make the animals happy. He wanted to make people happy. He wanted to end all suffering. And he shows us so simply how to do it. And I feel 2025 could be the year people actually do it, right? It's about, he always said, take action. Take action. This year, let's take action and be happy. We can do it. Song 8 says, "May the wise, ruling at will God grant radiant happiness." Not just happiness, it's a radiant happiness. It radiates from you and it affects others around you, even the world around you. Your energy actually creates Asha, heaven on earth. It says, grant happiness to the person who radiates happiness to any other person. Right? You give happiness to others, and it's a reciprocal thing. You receive what you give. You give love, you receive love. You give light, you get light. If you're giving anger and hate, that's what you receive. It goes on to say, I pray for steadfast strength and courage in order to uphold Asha. Right? You got to be strong to hold Asha. It takes a lot of strength not to let the dark world dim your light. And our light is our superpower. My friend Zoroaster of Zoroastrianism, it means pure starlight, undefiled, undiluted, unmixed, where we hold that love and that light and that peace and that good and that joy. And it takes a strength. And Zarathustra is saying, oh, good spirit, strengthen me. He says, grant me through peace the blessings of the rich life of a good mind. Moreover, may the best of blessings come to the person who give blessings to other. Again, it's giving and receiving. What you put out into the world is going to come back to you. If you go out and you have love in your eyes and a smile on your mouth and kind words for others, my friends, it's going to come back to you. If you go out angry and hateful, people will be pushing you away and you'll wonder, why is the world so dark? He goes on to say, wise one, may his knowledge grow throughout the days of his long life of joy. I love that. All about happiness and joy. Let's have a joyful, happy 2025. Through your most progressive mentality, the wondrous wisdoms of good mind which you created by means of Asha. If you're brand new to this channel and teaching Asha, it's the highest truth. It's what's real. It's heaven on earth. It's the only thing that could come from a perfect creator's perfect mind. And if we'll hold the light and we'll hold the love and we'll hold that frequency and we'll give it to others, we realize, we actualize Asha in our world. It's available right now. Are you guys loving Song 8? There's so much wisdom in it. In verse 3, he says, and may that person get much good who teaches us the straight paths of progress. May he in his physical and mental life truly attain the existence where God dwells. My God, is that beautiful? You live in your good. In our religion, God and good is the same thing. You live in God and God lives in you. You live in your good and good lives in you physically and mentally and spiritually and all that you are. Verse 4, he says, wise one, I realized you to be powerful and progressive because you help with your own hand. Right? God is not far away. God is right here, right now. Your good is right here, right now. and this is just the nature of God. He says, you give rewards to both the wrongful and the righteous by means of the warmth of your fire, which is mighty through Asha, and through which strength of good mind comes to me. You see, my friends, this is what Zarathustra taught that's different than every other religion. God's nature never changed. If man was acting the fool, God didn't get angry and war and hate and kill. He always stayed in his high place. Always, all he could shine out is love and kindness and beauty. And that's what calls us to him. I love that. Sets us apart, my friends. Verse 6 says, at that turn in which I exist, you, wise one, come with your progressive mind, dominion, and good mind through the actions of which the living worlds are promoted by Asha. Serenity, peace explains to them the proper laws of your intelligence, which none can deceive, right? We always say this, you cannot fool the power. That's one thing we teach. You cannot fool the power. It's all about resonance. If you're giving love and happiness and blessings to others, you're creating it in your world, in your life. The world will reflect it back to you. Can't fool the power. You can say you love God, but if you are not living it, if you are not it, to know it was to be it, you have to be the love, be the peace, be the joy, be the kindness, not about just lip service and what you say. You actually have to be it. You become one with that God good. You become that light that runs out the darkness. There's no big fight, my friends. And that's the beauty. That's why our prayers are answered, because it's cosmic law. We're not trying to beg a deity in the sky. We're not trying to make deals. I'll stop doing this if you'll do this for me. We're not crying and pleading. My friends, we just attune and align ourselves. You cannot fool the power. What you are is what you create and what is coming to you. What energy are you really? What spirit do you really hold? Verse 7 says, I realized you, right? To realize God, to actualize God in your own life, in your world. He says it was when I was encircled by it, and then it's italicized enlightenment. In our book, Asha 10 says, I was enveloped in it. It's in you and it's around you and it is you. That light, that love, that's when you realize good, you're God. And then I love this here. It says, through God mind, good mind, it asked, who are you? Can you answer that? Who are you? To whom do you belong? How would you in these days of questioning explain this to others and even yourself? It's so important. And then this is his answer. He said, I am Zoroaster, pure light, undefiled, undiluted. My friends, right? It's Asha 9. It's our superpower. I am light, and in light there is no darkness. I'm that love that hate, fear, greed, war cannot even come into my atmosphere. I'm that divine life and health and wholeness, that sickness and disease dies when it touches me. I am pure. I am so holy the evil spirits dare not attack me. I am Zoroaster. I am light. My God. He says, I am a true opponent of wrong and a strong supporter of Asha. I always think of it like I who love Asha. I am he who loves truth, light. I am the light. I am the love. So beautiful. Another verse came to me. Zarathustra Song 4, verse 6. He says, the best shall come to the wise person who will propagate my thought-provoking message of the original word of Asha. Do you hear that? The best shall come, not maybe. It shall come to the person who will propagate, share my thought-provoking message, because it leads to Asha, heaven on earth, to wholeness, to immortality, and to divine dominion. of the wise one through Vohu Menu, the God mind. Isn't that beautiful? Well, my friends, now as I say this, there's different ways you can share it. Like here in the West, we can speak our hearts and minds and get the truth out. In some of the countries, like where this was actually originated in Iran, they can't just speak this truth out, but you can still live it, because I don't want anyone ever being persecuted or harmed. That's not what we're about here. You can propagate Zarathustra's message, the original word Asha, by being love, kind words, helping others. That's the same thing. Now, us here in the countries where we can speak it, right? Because as people hear Asha, the highest truth, the all good God, it said it'll bring frashokredi. What is frashokredi? It's Asha actualized in the earth, because people's hearts and minds change. They get a higher idea of who God is. Right now, the world is deceived. They think God is mixed, that he loves and hates. He can be at peace and war. He can send sickness and disease, or he can heal. They think he can get hate, angry, jealous. Those are all low frequencies. We got to go back to the original that is just good and love and peace. And that pure starlight, that is our power, pure light, my friends. And as the world holds that, we hold that in the one mind, we will create it, we will actualize it, we will live in God, and God good will live in us. It's so beautiful. I want to end today's New Year message with Asha 5. Asha by Winston Head, $3.83 at Amazon. Asha 5. I mean, this is everything. You guys know Asha 13 is my favorite, but Asha 5 is right there with it. It says, believe only the highest truth, and you enter Asha, heaven on earth. You enter the perfect creator's perfect idea. It said that Asha is the very spirit of God. You enter God, and God enters you. You're one. My friends, as you hold it, you hold that frequency, that truth. You believe only the highest truth. You enter it, and it enters you. It says, as the wise Lord is perfect, so his idea of creation is perfect, right? We always say this. This is our reason to believe, to have faith, because what else could come from a perfect creator's perfect mind but perfection? Asha, bliss, goodness. And we know it because instinctively it's our heart's desire. It's what we know. So if we'll just really know it, as in be it, we shall see it. This is called Asha, truth. This idea of truth is the very spirit of God. It is much more than not making a false statement. It's the true vision of God's ideal existence. It is the real above all real, the highest truth, creation in perfect order and harmony, where nothing occurs at the expense or harm of another. Heaven on earth. Asha actualized. My friends, today, do a good deed. Think a good thought. Say a good word. My friends, be enveloped by that good spirit. Be it. Be the love. Be the peace. Be the joy. Be the kindness. Change hearts and minds, and watch the world reflect it back to you, and see if 2025 is the happiest year yet. I love you.